First thing on the agenda, I'm gonna jack it up, but we do need to chalk up our front wheels. Oops. Safety first. All right, let's jack her up and gonna get to working. Okay, I got started without you guys. I'm sorry, but it's not that serious. I took off the heat shield. It's right over there. I know you're supposed to start off with the exhaust, but the thing about this exhaust, or the one that I particularly have, is that it's been modified, cats has been changed, but it's not bolt-on. As you can see, they just welded it on, and I hate that. It's super annoying. So my only options are to either take out the exhaust from the headers and all the way back, or I just take it out from this flange over here right after the cat and get basically just remove the cat back. And I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm just gonna work my way around, push the rest of the exhaust out to the side as I remove the drive shaft, and that's the way I'm gonna go. I didn't want to. I wanted to take it out from here in front of the cat so I have more space to work with, but you know what? It sucks. Anyways, let's go take a look at the condition of the Guibo. That looks not really good. It's a bit cracked. It's a little longer, but the main culprit is right there. Now I'm gonna move it real quick. Let me show you guys. Terrible. Oh my god, that is so bad. Alrighty, we got the exhaust off finally. So what I had to end up doing actually was, one of the bolts came off okay, and the other one, as you can see here, I ended up cutting it in half. So flip it this way. There we go. Okay, with one bolt came out all right. Second one had to cut it off in the middle right there, and that's because I was able to get a good grip on the nut over here, but it eventually just gave out. As you can see, the rust took over. The shape is just not there anymore. Pretty much stripped it out. This bolt was a bit better condition, so I was able to get a good grip on that with a 12 mil. This one, it just wouldn't go. It got stuck right here at the very end, so I just ended up chopping it in the middle. There's a little space in between the flange, and I just got my cutter over there, just cut that thing off, and then remove the hanger, this rubber hanger over here from the exhaust, and that was it really. It was held on two places, just because the other hanger was broken. This one was broken. There was no hanger on it at all, or a rubber bushing there. All right, guys, I skipped a lot of steps as usual, but it's okay because it's super simple. So basically, when you get down under here, there are 17 mils on the Guibo side over there. There's just 3 of them, and then another 3 to take out the Guibo itself. But I got the drive shaft out, so it's just 3 17 mils, 2 center support bearings, the one right there that you can see. Those are 13, and we have 4 17 mil bolts that go into the differential right over here, and they're actually just nuts right there. So they just go into the end, 17, pop them out, I used a flat head to stop the drive shaft from spinning, and I just used an open-ended wrench, 17 mil, popped it out. They're actually not even that tight. I don't know if they're supposed to be that way, but that's how mine were. Okay, now one more time. 4 17 mil bolts, the one that we just seen, differential side. Going to the middle, you got 2 13 mil center support bearing bolts right there, and mine is just trash. Look at this trash right here. Look, there's nothing. This is it. This is the bearing. Trash. And then you got 3 over here, and I marked it as well, yellow. And these are 17, 3 of them, just right there. I inspected the U-joints. There's not that much play actually. There's actually none, which is good. So I don't think I have to replace the whole drive shaft. I'm just gonna go ahead and replace the Guibo center support bearing, and it should be all good to go. So I got them right over here. This is the new Guibo. Nice. OEM manufacturer, Febi. That's how you pronounce it. And the new center support bearing. Great. Now, I should have separated the drive shaft while it was on the car, but I actually didn't have space to work with because of my cat. It was in the way still. Okay guys, so I got it loose. Holding it down with my foot like this, and then spinning it. What is this? I don't know, it looks clockwise from this angle. Yeah, so this is the front of the car. Over here, where it connects to the transmission. This is the differential. So if you're looking at it from this angle, this is gonna spin downwards. Okay? This way, I'm going this way. Counterclockwise. I mean, spinning is clockwise, as you can see. Okay, and before I take it off though, I want to mark it on the other side, so when I remove it, put it back together in the same place, because I do believe these are balanced in such a way, so it's probably best to put them back the same way. Okay. So, got them marked over there. Going to mark it like that. And over here. And one more over here, just to be safe. Perfect. Probably overkill, but better safe than sorry. Got the drive shaft all completed. It's all assembled again. So replace the center support bearing. I just knocked it out with a hammer, to be honest. Got the snap ring over there and line it all back up. So just for reference, the universal joints have to point in the same direction. I mean, I made markings already, but just in case you lose it, there are balancing points. There's white dots right there and right there, but I made my own. So this universal joint is up and down, this one side to side, and it should match up and down, side to side there. Okay. Also, just got the old Guibo out right here. It's a little crusty. I don't know if you can see it. Pretty worn out. Replacing with a new one, doing the whole thing here. And keep in mind that there are arrows that point where the bolt goes in. So these arrows point to where it's bolting down to. So you could think of it bolting down, arrow pointing down. So let me get a bolt so I can show you guys. Alright, so got new bolts, nuts, and washers for this. BMW recommends replacing them every time you replace the Guibo. I mean, you could get away with probably just the lock nut washers, but I mean, you might as well just replace everything, because why not? You know? This makes life easier. Okay, and like I said, so bolting down with the Guibo, this arrow is gonna it's gonna point to the surface that you're bolting to. So, in other words, the drive shaft, this arrow will be pointing to the drive shaft, and this arrow is pointing down towards the transmission, end of the transmission there. Okay? Alright, so this is how it should look. Arrow pointing down towards the drive shaft, because this is what you're mating it to, pointing this way. Got the lock nut over here and the bolt and the new washer. So it came in this way, just locking it down there. And then the other arrow, this one, will be pointing to the transmission. That's how you bolt it down, because the transmission surface is going to be on this side. New Guibo is on, bolted down correctly with the new bolts, and new center support bearing. And as you can see, this looks all good to go. This is how it should be. It's not moving around. I'm legally in it right here. Awesome. And you always set the preload to the front of the car. Last but not least, bolted up to LSD there. Now all that's left is to throw back the heat shield on, which I'm about to do right over here, and attach the exhaust back, and it should be all good to go. Alright, got the exhaust bolted back on. Should be all good to go. Nice S15 right there.